Welcome to Adom Home Cooking. Today we are preparing ABE NKATIE. We are mixing peanut butter with palm nut base to make soup. As Christmas is approaching, we need to put few things at the table. So this is special Adom Home Cooking ABE NKATIE. I have my smooth peanut butter here with no sugar. I also have my palm base here. I have my salted fish. I have smoked mackerel, my fresh fish. You can use any type of fish at all, which has been seasoned already. I have my goat stripe, which I've already cleaned and seasoned. Goat stripe, and also the goat leg, the leg, just to flavor my soup. Yeah, but you can use any type of meat at all, being chicken. You can mix chicken with fish or goat meat or whatever. I personally don't like meat, so I just like the flavor of this goat stuff, and I'll mix it with my fish. I have my garden egg, fresh garden egg here, fresh garden egg. I have some okra. I have my tomato plum. This is blend garlic, ginger, and onion to season my goat stripe and the goat leg. I have my chili pepper here. I have 3 medium onions, which one is been sliced already. And of course I have my vegetable Maggi tablet. What I'm going to do now, because my goat leg, which has been cleaned and seasoned already, is all ready, I'll put this in my cooking pot. I'll just add this in my cooking pot. Add the garlic, ginger, and onion, which I blend. And also I'm going to add my chopped onions. And then I'll add my Maggi here, my vegetable stock cube, and my onga shrimps. I'm going to start by steaming this, because the fish can take just few minutes to cook, but with the goat leg and the goat stripe take longer to get tender. That's why I'm starting with it. But if you are using only fish, then you just need to start straight away with your fish. I have my salt taste and some aroma stock powder as well. All this seasoning contains salt, so you have to be careful about it. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of my vegetable stock powder, and of course my salt. Anytime I'm seasoning my meat, I make it a little bit salty, so that it will season well. So I'm going to leave this. I'm going to steam this goat stripe with the goat leg for about 10 minutes, and then we'll continue from there. So now my meat, my goat stripe and the goat leg is steaming nicely. So I'm going to add my whole onion. This is my onion. I'm just going to add it, and also add 2 of my chili pepper. If you don't want spice, if you don't like it very spicy, depending on the quantity of the soup, you can add 1 or half of the chili pepper. I'll leave this aside. Whilst my goat leg and stripe is steaming, I'm going to add my peanut butter. I'm going to start with my peanut butter now. What I do is, when I'm cooking with peanut butter, I partly cook the peanut butter before adding to my pot of soup. So, but today, because we are using peanut butter and palm base, So what I'm going to do is add a bit of my peanut butter into my pot. I think I need a bit more. Add a bit of this, and then I'll add my tomato plum to the peanut butter. I'm going to add a bit of hot water, so I'll start cooking this separately. So by the time my meat or whatever you are steaming is tender for the fish to go in, this one to be, the peanut butter to base will be a bit cooked. So I'll just strain it into my soup pot. This is hot water. You can add it to a bowl just to make a paste. So I'm going to start cooking this on a low heat, and then I'm going to take half of the palm base too. Okay, so this is the palm base. The palm nuts for making palm nut soup. So I'm going to take half of this palm base and mix it ready with hot water to go in my soup pot. I like doing that because sometimes when you strain the, which I'm going to show you later, you strain the palm base into your soup, you see some black tiny stuff settle at the bottom, in the bottom of your container or your pot, whichever thing that I'm going to show you in a minute. So this is my hot water. Some people can just cook the palm base straight from the tin into their soup, into their soup pot, but me, I don't like it that way. I like to mix it, leave it to settle so I can strain it, and there'll be some tiny bits of the palm kernel settle in under your pot. I don't want all that in my soup. I just mix it lightly. Add enough water. So this is the peanut butter with the tomato plum, which I'm cooking separately. Just keep stirring it, if not the bottom will get burnt. So after steaming the meat, I'm just going to strain the peanut butter and the palm nuts onto my soup pot to make the peanut butter palm nut soup. This soup can go with everything basically. You can have it with fufu, you can have it with banku, you can have it with omutuo, because I'm going to be adding that okra and the garden egg. You see, you can already see the oil coming up. That means it's cooking through already. So when I strain everything into my soup pot, it will only take about 15 minutes and then your soup will be ready. I just want the goat stripe and the goat leg to go tender before I add my fish, because the fish doesn't take long to cook. Okay, so this is my chili pepper and the onion. I just add to my soup pot. And at this stage, I'm going to use my strainer to strain my peanut butter base onto my soup pot as well. this is the peanut butter and the tomato plum. So you just use your ladle or your wooden spoon to press it through the strainer. So after passing the peanut butter paste through the strainer or the sieve, I'll use the same process for the palm nuts as well. As I already said, some people like adding the peanut butter, the palm nut straight from the tin to their soup, but you know, there's so many ways to do it. So you can just add it whichever way you like. I like straining my vegetables or things like this because I don't like seeing bits of the vegetables in my soup. So if you don't mind seeing all those bits like the tomato, plum and all that, you can just add it straight to your soup pot. So you see that black stuff you can see at the bottom there, you see? At the bottom of this pot. That's why I don't add my palm base straight to my pot of soup. I like to mix it with hot water, leave it for those black things to settle at the bottom before I add to my soup. And then at this stage you can just, if you check your soup and it's a bit too thick at the bottom in your pot, it's a bit too thick, I'll just add water, a bit more of water to this my peanut butter pot and make more soup. So as my soup is cooking, I'm now going to add my garden egg, okra and the fish. So this is my garden egg, just cut off the head, it's been washed already. Cut it in half. You can cut it in half or in quarter. I'm just going to leave this in my soup like that. Why don't you try this soup at Christmas? You know, those lazy days. You make one pot of soup that can go with fufu, banku, akple, and then you enjoy. So this is the okra. I'm just cutting off the head and the tail. You can also cook the okra separately and add it whilst you are eating, but I prefer to cook all in one pot. So this is my okra. It's also been washed already, so I'll just add all this, enough okra to my soup and the garden egg. And this is the time that I'm going to add my fish, and the fish is been seasoned already as well with salt and onga. This is my fresh fish. This is my mackerel. I've also showed how to smoke your own mackerel at home in my previous video, so if you don't know, you can still check it out on Adom Home Cooking, one of the videos. I showed how to smoke your own mackerel. Make this special soup, sit back and enjoy at Christmas time. And then I'm going to leave it now. Cook it gently for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then my soup, peanut butter and palmnut soup, is ready. So our peanut butter palmnut soup is ready. If your soup is ready, you can tell. See, the oil will start coming up and the foamy things on top will start drying off. So as you can see, look. Already. I like my food very spicy, so I'm just going to leave these 2 whole peppers in my soup. first day I'm going to have this special soup. I mean, not that today is the first day I just prepare it, so it's not that thick. It's a bit light. So I'm going to have it with my plantain fufu. That's why I said this soup can go with fufu, banku, akple, because it's also got okra and garden egg and all that. So I don't home cooking special Christmas soup. You can prepare this soup for your Christmas. Even if you have your leftover turkey, you can just add up some things. You have it in the winter. And then make this soup that you can have with almost everything, even at this year. It's ready. Garden and everything. Wow! Have a look. Looking so yummy. Adom home cooking special peanut butter and palmnut soup, which you can have with your mutuo, your fufu, your akple or banku. Why don't you try this? Enjoy.